Outstanding. I think my wife can hear me at home. Holy cow. So, good evening and welcome to our signing ceremony tonight. Tonight we get to celebrate with Steele, Jack, and Scott as they commit to playing baseball at the collegiate level. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to speak for your coaches and your teammates and talk about your different paths to this moment. So I don't cover the same ground for each one. I'd like to start by congratulating the Bowlings, the Deweys, and the Hosmers. This is a special moment that started many, many years ago. Playing catch in the yard, Little League practices and games, tournaments every weekend, lessons, more games, countless miles in the car, and waiting and cheering. Thank you for getting them going in the right direction, and thank you for supporting their sons through their high school experience. Tonight is as much for you as it is for them. So we're going to start with Jack. I've been waiting to tell this story since Jack started here at Charlotte Country Day. This is kind of special to me. What an incredible journey. Okay? Jack reached out to us near the end of his freshman year and wanted to come to Charlotte Country Day. And unfortunately, we had already invited all of our candidates for the next year, and there was no room for him. So we asked him. We said, please consider applying the following year, and he did. At the high school where he was at, they had dropped high school baseball, so he had no high school baseball his freshman year, and then his sophomore year, he had no high school baseball. Of course, he was the first guy that we signed in to come for his next year. He was the first guy we wanted on campus. And so he shows up his junior year, last year, and he had a school trip to go on our first weekend. And so he couldn't play. And then he played 3 high school baseball games, and then COVID took our season away. So Jack was able to persevere. He kept playing. He kept practicing. He played through the summer. He played through the fall. Okay? And he had an opportunity to take some college visits. Okay? And so it's an amazing. Jack told me he had a trip up to Pennsylvania. He's going to look at Swarthmore and Haverford and Johns Hopkins, right, Jack? Sure. So this is a guy who's played 3 high school baseball games his entire career. Okay? And he goes up there, and I said, all right, Jack, okay, you might get an offer this weekend. It's very probable. Okay? And that's great. I said, be polite, say thank you, and that you want to talk it over with your family. Okay? Leave your options open. So when Jack gets back, I asked, how did it go? And he says, I committed to Swarthmore. So much for listening to your coach. Okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, Jack, that's the second best decision you've made in high school. Okay? Is to sign with Swarthmore. Okay? So I lost my place now. Jack is a guy that can play all over the field, and he does. He starts on the mound for us. He plays all the infield positions. Okay? He's smooth at every position and relaxed, and he's a fierce competitor and a great teammate. Swarthmore is a great fit for Jack. It is an outstanding school with an incredible academic reputation, and he will certainly be ready to compete for a spot right away. We are all exceedingly proud and happy for you, Jack. Let's finish what we started here this spring. Go Garnet.
Thank you, Coach. First off, I want to start by, thanking all my friends for, being there with me for, 18 years, some of you, and, filling in along the rest. I also want to thank my teammates. Without you guys, I wouldn't be the player I am, and, you guys push me every day to get better. I'd like to thank my parents. Obviously, through 18 years, you've been there with me every step of the way, and, you helped me through good times and bad. And finally, I want to thank all the coaches I've had over the years. You've all, helped me as a baseball player, but, more importantly as a person. I'd like to especially thank Coach Smith and Coach Hennessy. it's been an interesting high school career, but I think last year in this winter in the 3 games I did play were some of the best times on the field, and then this year has been really exciting, and I'm excited to see where we go this year, and excited to get after it. Thank you.
I write all this stuff down and I still mess it up. I apologize. So Steele Dewey. So Steele is a Country Day baseball lifer, and he's the definition of a crafty left-hander. He is relaxed, funny, unconventional, and hyper-competitive. I've so enjoyed watching Steele mature and grow as a ball player and a young man. I had the opportunity to teach and have Steele in the middle school. I had him in class, had him in football, so it's been fun to watch him grow this entire time. It's been an amazing transformation. Stu is fearless on the field. He's only the second left-hander to play second base here at Charlotte Country Day. Steele has completely transformed himself. Physically, he is probably the most fit of all of our baseball athletes. He wins all of our off-season endurance workouts with gas left in the tank. On the mound, he pitches with confidence and swagger. He challenges hitters at every level with multiple pitches on both sides of the plate. He is our finisher. When Steele gets on the mound late in the game, it's over, like he proved last night. He is a senior captain as selected by his teammates. Swanee is a great fit for Steele. I'm certain he will be an immediate contributor on the mound and a great teammate in the clubhouse. On behalf of your coaches and teammates, I want to wish you good luck this fall when you take the mound for the Tigers. God bless, Steele.
First off, I'd like to thank all my coaches, Coach Hennessy, Coach Smith, Coach Doc, Coach Merchant, and then all my Little League coaches and Coach Steele and on deck, and everybody at Architect Sports for helping my arm out when it wasn't doing so hot. Second of all, I'd like to thank all my teammates for kind of pushing me along, and all my buddies as well. Shaw's been there right by my side since Little League, so wouldn't want to do with anybody else, man. And my parents as well, thank you for getting me through it. Thank y'all.
Scott Hosmer, another Country Day baseball lifer. I can almost tell the same story as I did with Steele. They both came up together, and he and their middle school teammates make up the core of our senior leaders on this team this year. It is a great, tight-knit group that loves playing for each other. Scott is the grinder of the bunch. He is always dirty, probably bleeding a little bit somewhere, and he is pretty tired at the end of the day because he leaves it all on the field. He is a solid backstop behind the plate, and he's a sure-handed and hard-nosed corner infielder. If you were at the game last night, you saw him make some pretty tough plays look pretty easy. If you're around baseball at all, you've probably heard the phrase, "He runs well for a catcher." Well, Scott runs well because he's a smart, aggressive base runner, and he doesn't take any plays off. Like the other guys here tonight, he is a great teammate. He brings intensity and energy to the field and to the dugout. I love Scotty. I love all these guys. This will be the end of an era for us, and we have had a Hosmer in the dugout for the last 9 years. A special thank you tonight to Trish and John, who have served our team so graciously over the years as team parents, event hosts, photographers, and scorekeepers, and a host of other jobs that keeps the ship afloat. Thank you so much. I do know that I think we have an adjacent Hosmer on the way, right? Right. Excellent. Excellent. I lost my third page, man. Did it fall? Nope, that's not it. Alright, I'm gonna add with it. So Scott is our Marco Polo. Okay? He's gonna go explore the other side of the world. Okay? He's headed to Texas to show those Texas guys how we play baseball in North Carolina. Okay? I am super excited for Scott. Okay? Scott found a great looking bunch of guys out there, a coach that was really excited about having them come out, and he's going to take the plunge and head out there and see what it's like to play baseball in Texas. I'm really excited for you, man. I hope you grind a path out there for more Country Day guys to go out there and play some Texas baseball. We're super excited for you, man. I'm pulling for the Roos. Never pulled for a kangaroo team before. It's super exciting. And we're just really happy for you and excited for you as you start this next phase in your career. Good luck to you, my friend.
First off, I want to thank my parents for being there every second of the day, always just sticking with me through thick and thin, putting up with my brother and I, always driving me to God knows where for baseball every weekend. I want to thank my coaches, Coach Hennessy, Coach Smith, Coach Booth, Coach Walton, and Coach Merchant, and all of my coaches at Myers Park Trinity Little League for getting me to where I am today. And I also want to thank my teammates. I love all you guys. I don't know what I'd do without y'all. Y'all make me better every second of the day. Thank you.